make 'em, man must make 'em. When I come back, they go like me for quarter. Man must make 'em, man must make 'em. My name na Manga, na one for make 'em, one for make 'em, one for make 'em. My name na Manga, beg no forget 'em. Man must make 'em, man must make 'em. My name na Manga, and I came for make 'em, I came for make 'em, I came for make 'em. My name na Manga, beg no forget 'em. Sky is the limit, and I want for touch 'em. Girls going crazy na Manga, because I'm started from the bottom, I started from the junction.
Willie Kumba, Sambani Nyabasen Akumbai.
Jitinyo Bakumba, Nicha Bonkulu.
Bavano, Beringa Cape Town.
Abefu Cape Town.
But Cherry Cape Town. No, Nangake.
Elela Bamu, Mbwa Cameroon. Elela Bamu, Vanawakwi. Elela Bamu, Mbwa Yakumba. Ne Kominyoraje, Elela Bamu.
Wachima Kumba, Cape Town.
Ejere, Cape Town.
Cape Town, Anintia.
Lematsu Cape Town.
Nakona, Nagajia, Metania Kumba Duka.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning K-Town. It is always your breakfast show here on KCBS TV. My name is Christy Ijang. Let's have our quote of the day. Nobody can bring you peace but yourself. Thanks again for joining us today. After the break, we're going to have something new with Eswa Julius. Keep watching Good Morning K-Town.
African face ya so na 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 one you know one you mama how anytime when I no get money my baby know you understand anytime when I no get money you my baby know you appreciate too she go climb for bed with her phone start text her ex make them shoot the program for soiree make she flex she go for night come for money, can't knock my door. If I want talk, she go climb for my head, start to shout. Oh no, Gwenemba oh, Akomoramba oh, oh no, Gwenemba eh. I don't fall in love with this scammer, Rimungana scammer. Oh yeah, I don't fall in love with this scammer. No, yeah, Rimungana scammer. Oh, I don't fall in love with this scammer. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. This is Good Morning K-Town. It is your breakfast show on KCBS TV. And now let's welcome Eswa Julius and learn something new. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you doing?
Oh, it's my pleasure being on this show.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so what are we learning this morning?
Today we're going to, as usual, learn something new. Well, I'm not trying to insult you, but have you ever left this country? I don't know if you've ever traveled.
Yeah, I've traveled.
Yeah, you had to go to a country's embassy. So today we're going to look at the origin of embassies. Okay. Actually, embassies have existed since the Renaissance time, but the first ever embassy was opened by the Duke of Milan, Francisco, in 1455. He opened an embassy in Genoa. Actually, Genoa is still part of Italy anyway. At the time where the idea started. A few years later, the Duke also of Venice, because that Duke which were controlling different cities in Italy, also appointed ambassadors to Paris and London at the time. But modern day diplomacy started with America when Benjamin Franklin opened embassies abroad, and the first ever US embassy was opened in the place they call Ponta Delgado, that is in Sao Miguel. There was the US consulate, which appears to be the oldest functioning diplomatic service till today.
Wow.
That was in 1795.
1795.
Yeah.
When I hear all those days, for me, it feels like did they actually exist?
Oh, they did exist.
Just like people who come
I mean,
after us.
1455, Italians already had the idea of having somebody
Wow.
in this town to represent my people, so they started having the idea of diplomacy.
That's really interesting. Wow. And then so many more years have come.
And the first
We have so
countries to
many
recognize the U.S. ambassadors, John Adam was the first actual U.S. ambassador was sent.
Okay.
And the first embassies which existed, or the first country which recognized them, they were Holland,
Okay.
Morocco, and France. The first countries to actually recognize U.S. diplomatic service.
Okay, that's good. At least one from Africa.
Of course, Morocco is a country which have been the base of civilization, no part of civilization. Egypt, all this way, and the back.
Okay. That was a good one today.
So when next we talk, as per Africa, we have a long way to go here.
But we also have ambassadors in.
Of course, we have now.
We do have ambassadors
We do
in.
have.
In other
And there's
places.
something you know about embassies. An embassy in a country is the property of the home country, is the territory of the home country.
Okay.
Okay. Like there was an instance where there was some issue with the Cameroon embassy. Sometimes people were fighting, whatever. You must have heard that.
Cameroon embassy in which country?
In Germany, in Bonn. It's in Berlin, was Bonn at that time.
Okay.
So Cameroonians went inside, what and the ambassador called the police. They came and stood outside the gate. They can't get, because there's Cameroon flag on that building, so they cannot get there. They have to be authorized by the Cameroon government to enter. That's how it works. They can't get inside.
That's good.
Except if it is burning, those are emergencies. If it is burning, those are emergencies. They can maybe use firefighters, use helicopters, but they cannot get inside there. That's why somebody is wanted, he goes to an embassy, sits inside the gate. The police will just stand outside.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I visited the Cameroonian embassy in the United States, in the Washington D.C., and it was very interesting.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. And
It's like you are in
I think
Cameroon.
that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day.
Then there was a question: what if somebody in Cameroon gives birth in the U.S. embassy territory? That's a very complex issue.
But how will somebody give birth in the
No, you can go to you are pregnant and then begin labor. It happens. It happens.
Then they have a hospital within the embassy.
The embassy, the U.S. embassy is a country on its own. It has everything.
Okay.
They
Talk about
have
the U.S. embassy, because I'm telling you, I'm just
Cameroon
telling you
embassy,
something
don't forget embassy.
that I went to the Cameroonian embassy, and
you told
it
in
was
Cameroon.
very interesting. So
So there was this debate: if somebody gives birth in the U.S. embassy territory in the different country, well, automatically that child is an American. But it's difficult to actually give birth because you can't go there if you're already. Okay. But I'll tell you something: if you give birth, if you enter, say, the Swiss Air, and you give birth in that plane on air, that child is something about.
Oh,
that
really?
child is Swiss Air.
okay.
At that time, you are airborne. You belong to the country that owns that plane.
Yeah, that would be really difficult, especially here. For instance, if you're in labor and then you find yourself in the embassy, they're going to be like, "Oh, she needs to go to the hospital." So
Yeah, there was a case where a plane left Nigeria for Canada. It was a Canadian flight, and there was this Nigerian lady who was heavily pregnant. So she started level, and the people who landed in Burkina Faso, they had just taken off, and they gave, and she was so annoyed. She landed a plane in Burkina Faso, so she went in the hospital at the airport in Burkina Faso. She gets to, so she hated the airport staff since that day. They are racist. So maybe her plan was to give birth in the Air Canada flight, so the child automatically become a Canadian. Because the guys were born in the air, by the way, someone was born, it doesn't make sense. Born in the air, doesn't you say you're born in Canada? In Canada, in a mobile hospital, those things are mobile hospitals.
okay, that's a good one. That's interesting. All right, thank you so much.
It was my pleasure.
Okay, so hopefully tomorrow is another day,
Sure,
and we're going to also learn about something new.
I'll always be there.
Now let's take you to Dubai and meet Chair Prudence. As always, she's giving us insight into the lives of Africans and Cameroonians in Dubai. Let's watch.
Hello viewers of KCBS TV, it's your best share, the slot from Dubai. Today we are not really going to talk too much, just to keep you guys updated what is happening in UAE, Dubai to be precise. Actually, it's summer. You can see it's summer and it's very hot out here. So we are in Satwa today. Satwa, we're not really going to show you something different, but we're just going to show you the streets in Satwa, the street of Satwa today. We are at Street 3. So this is a very long street, as you can see, and these are the villas. You know, houses have been identified here as villas for easy addressing or some location like that. So these are villas. This is where you know what I'm talking about, we stay. You know, it looks somehow like gets out. So don't think about it so much. So I just really need to tell you how UAE looks sometimes, or some places. It's not actually a bed of groceries like you're gonna stay in Towas, you're gonna stay in Jumeirah Marina or something like that. So this is the aspect of Satwa. So this villa, if you say most of these villas, this one, oh, don't smile, the master names, okay. So they have been collapsed. When I talk about villas being collapsed, it means that the villas has been, you know, closed. You know, it's just something that you just get up one day, there's no light, there's no water. You know, they just close. You have to start looking for a new place, a new bed space. So in most of these villas, they are being occupied like one beds, you know, Cameroonians, Nigerians, Togos, Ghanaians, Kenyans, you know what I'm talking about, Tanzanians. We all stay in these kind of places. It's not actually like, it's really that bad. I mean, living together with different kind of nationalities is really amazing. You know, seriously, you enjoy this show. Mostly like, they have been mounted bunk beds. In some rooms, they can be partitioned. I'm going to show you how the bed space, one bed and partitions look like. So in this here, in one room, you can, you know how it's been done. It's like a black guy somehow will meet the landlord. You know, the landlords who necessarily be maybe Pakistani, Syrian, Egyptian, or something like that. Who lease the house to them, like who rents out the house to them. Then you just take a room and they're going to arrange sheets, you know, in a dormitory way. You know what I'm talking about? So when they rent like that, they will give it out. So when you are coming to rent inside, you just come with your bag, like that is, you just come with your luggage, and you just come. You don't need to have pots, plates, or everything, because everything in most of these villas, everything is being provided. Okay, so you don't really need to rent clothes or something. Like back in Africa, when you're transferring, you have everything. You know, you have gas, you know what I'm talking about. So you have your bed. Yeah, you just come, you meet your bed, you meet everything. You people use same washroom, you guys use same kitchen, you know what I'm talking, use the same parlor. That's if you're in the house that there's a parlor inside. Because most of this they're just bed, you just go down, come down, you just go and take your bath, or you just go to the kitchen, or you just lay your bed. That is just it. Sometimes if you're in a bunk bed, you just eat on top of your bed, or sometimes you can just discuss with neighbor. Don't leave your mates, seriously. It's fun, no? Not mine, eh? It's very, very lively. You guys have to meet, you guys have to talk. So life really, it's good, but life really is boring sometimes, because you're living life like just a normal routine. You're going to work, you're coming, you sleep, you eat. Kalas. They say kalas means finish. So that is just how we live our life here in UAE. Sometimes talking about the streets and Satwa doesn't really mean that that's all the life of most Africans in Dubai or Cameroonians. No. Actually, we are living in Taurus. There was some competition who are going to meet with people that live in Taurus. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to keep you updated, and that you guys should not forget your host. I am in Prudence. I am reporting from UAE, Dubai, precisely in Satwa. Hello, ciao.
Welcome back to Good Morning Cape Town. As always, we are live, and let's welcome our next guest. He is the founder of Alpha Foundation, Mr. Henry Etwe. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you doing?
Very good.
So we are happy that you're here this morning. I know Alpha Foundation has been doing so much work, and you also have an upcoming event.
Yeah.
So we decided to come and talk all about it here on Good Morning K-Town.
Okay, before we even talk about the event, I would like to even give a little clue about Alpha Foundation.
Definitely.
From the name Alpha, something that comes from God. Because the first name we had when we created this association was Great Minds. Great Minds. Now, we discovered that a lot of people were scaring away from the association because of the name. They thought it was a kind of occultic something. So we had to change the name to Alpha Foundation.
Okay.
So Alpha Foundation has been involved in a lot of relief and rehabilitation programs in association with Friends for the Lost Foundation.
Alright.
We have been involved in trainings, workshops.
Okay.
We take children who are vulnerable and we take them to workshop to make sure that they learn a trade.
Okay, that's important.
And after that, they can decide for themselves if they will want to go back to school or not. Especially girls, because with this crisis, girls are very, very vulnerable.
Of course, that's the
A boy can sit without going to school and can still do something. It means nothing to him.
Yeah.
But with a girl, after a certain age, you ask that girl to go back to school, it's a very big problem.
Yeah.
The next thing she's thinking about is to put to bed or get married. Sometimes even she does not even get married, but she becomes something else in town. So we make sure that we enroll them in whatsoever trade they want, and look for a donor who can pay for their trade fee. So this moment we are preparing for an event.
Okay, the event is tomorrow.
The event is tomorrow.
All right, so we are right on time.
Yes,
we have to
right on time.
Get this information out there because it's very important. I think
this one is to market the youth.
Okay, very important.
We discovered that a lot of young persons don't know how to market themselves. They are very, very talented, and some carry their shoulders that they are graduates. But you ask them, write a simple application letter and come, let me give you a job. It becomes a problem. Many don't know how to address letters.
Yeah, formal letters.
Formal letters, application letters, motivation letters. They don't know the difference.
Okay.
And how to construct a good CV that can market you. They don't know. And the other part, which is going to be entrepreneurship.
Okay.
We also discovered that a lot of young persons in Cameroon rely only on the government. But the government cannot take everybody. Some people have to stay and some go. They don't believe in the little things they do. Just imagine somebody selling granite. The person will be selling granite with the intention that let me just do this for a short while.
That's also important. The mindset in which you're engaged in something.
You don't know that God is preparing you for a bigger opportunity. If you cannot manage the small one, then you cannot manage a bigger one. Yeah. I know of people in this town that we have enterprise and who were selling cold water. Today they have houses.
Wow. It's all about the mindset.
Yes,
and how
it
you
is
look
all
at
about the mindset. So it is that mentality that we want to remove from the minds of the youth in this same arena.
Yeah, I think it's very important because in Cameroon we have what we call the Cameroonian definition of success, right? I mean, there's a particular route that you should take, and if you're not there, even your parents feel like you're a disappointment.
They call it hold my hand. Hold my hand.
If you're not there, even your parents think that you are unsuccessful.
Yes.
Yes.
But to me, I always believe that to succeed, there is always a principle. You must succeed to succeed.
Yeah.
You must not succeed to fail. No matter how much time it takes, but you must succeed to succeed.
Yeah.
So we are calling on the youths of Kumba, to be precise, to come for that seminar. They are going to learn a lot of things. It is free of charge.
Wow, that's
free of charge. We have some individuals who have decided to carry out some gestures to make sure that this seminar go smoothly. And I will not forget Friends for the Lost Foundation.
Of course, they are strong partners.
That is our number one partner, Christy. They have always been with us, and I have been part of the team, you know. And we cannot forget the mayor of Kumbawan who saw this vision and decided to support this vision.
Venue. So that's where it's going to take place there
at Kumbawan
Council Hall.
Yes.
Okay.
8 a.m. prompt.
8 a.m. prompt.
Yes.
Yeah. So, is there? Can people who are just watching now or getting this information, they just come tomorrow there at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, they can just come. They can just come tomorrow at 8 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us again what these people will be learning. The youth that will be there. Give us what they will be learning. Just reiterate on them.
Okay. They will be learning how to write an application letter, a motivation letter, a CV, and get some other tips about job creation.
Okay, job creation. It's very important.
Yes. So we are going to be teaching them all those things and give them the difference between an application letter and a motivation letter. Which one has to serve in what position?
Wow, that's good. All right, just to talk about your work with Friends for the Lost Foundation. I understand that you guys have been partnering, working with IDPs in the bushes for a long time.
Yeah.
So how is the project going? And just tell us a little bit about some of the places that you visited with Friends for the Lost Foundation.
With Friends for the Lost Foundation, honestly, Christy, I will tell you that it has been a very, very nice experience, but a very, very pathetic one. Because when you get into those bushes, you see the number of homeless children. You shed tears. Like in a place like Difa that we went, we discovered that it is a community where we have a lot of children between the age of 12 and 15, pregnant, heavily pregnant.
What?
Some with even 2 children within this period of crisis. So we got to a point where we discovered that we just made about 50 children. No medical attention. They have never seen the road. They are just under the cocoa trees. You can imagine. So, but notwithstanding, we did our best to give them some food items and some non-food items like clothes. And we also went to Doctors Without Borders, who also sent a medical team to them where they will administer some malaria treatments. That is not just the only place we went. We went to Lukando. We have been in Mato. We have been in Diki. We have been in Wone, Kokobuma. We have entered all those places. We have been to Bai Bikom. So you can imagine in the heart of the rainy season, you have to go to those places with the battle
really baffled.
In some places you have to trek for a very long time.
Long time to get there.
But the leader we have, the Reverend Saibo Lamsin, has been somebody who has never been tired. Even at a distance, he's still there, putting pressure that it must go.
Wow, that's wonderful. So thank you very much for that work, and I hope that their partnership still continues, and you keep reaching out to these people in the bushes.
Of course.
We just have to keep supporting each other until the day that we'll finally find ourselves out of this nightmare.
Exactly. The sky is our limit.
Definitely. All right, so just quickly give us your contact number so people are interested in the event tomorrow, they're going to contact you.
Okay. They can contact us on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Through this number 653 49 1219. 653 49 1219. We can receive calls, at the same time SMS. Any information you want to get about the foundation, we will tell you. If you want to send an email, you can send an email to alphafoundation18 at gmail.com.
You also have social media handles. They can want to follow you on Facebook.
We really don't like working on social media because a lot of scammers. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Scammers are there. So we decided to to just use WhatsApp.
Okay, all right, that's good. All right, so just one last word for somebody who is sitting on the couch wondering, like, is this seminar for me or not for me, or should I not go? So one word for that person.
The only thing I will tell the person is that there are two things when you get up in the morning. It is either you continue sleeping, you go back to sleep, or you get up and chase your dreams.
Wow, that's
so either you get up and go back to sleep and dream, or you get up and chase your dreams. So you make the decision for yourself.
That's a powerful one. So for that person who is sitting on the couch now, better copy that number and give us a ring and be part of the seminar tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. All right. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Henry Etwe from Alpha Foundation. And now let's have a break. When we come back, early captions will be yours. Stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town. For sponsorship and publicity, KCBS TV can be reached on +237 677 175987 +237 675 794636. Email info@kcbstv.net. For sponsorship and publicity, KCBS TV can be reached on +237 677 175987 +237 675 794636. Email info@kcbstv.net.
Hi there, my name is Deli Singer, and it is my honor to present to you one of Africa's top rising institutions. For starters, the interesting thing about being an influencer is that I get to choose which organizational brand I affiliate with. Having said that, it is an immense privilege for me to introduce you to the world of Information and Communications Technology University, ICTU, Yaoundé, Cameroon campus. ICTU runs a US curriculum with 3 yearly intakes: the spring intake in February, the summer intake in July, and the fall intake in October. ICTU courses are designed to place you on the cutting edge of innovation, technology, and strategic global leadership. Our goal is to extend access into top quality diplomas, bachelor's, master's, certification, consulting, network designs, and a unique PhD program which offers opportunities for international research and collaboration. Our courses include Information and System Networking, Information and Communication Technology, Computer Sciences, Engineering or Renewable Energy, Accounting Information Technology, Accounting, Banking and Finance, Business Management and Sustainable Development, Science of Education, Public Health, Business Administration, Cisco, Microsoft, Health Information Technology. Please join us in our February 2021 intake in our Yaoundé, Cameroon campus, open for both English and French students, including those with baccalaureate. For more details, do contact us on our website www.ictuniversity.edu.cn. Thank you and God bless.
Pas ta boy, Magas, que tu n'aimes pas suivre les conseils des frères, laisse la pile là. Dan boy, là voilà alors. Jiboso.
Baby girl, I go give you money. If you shoot it, you go call me police. Hey, girl, I go give you money. If you shoot it, you go call me police. Hey, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Hey, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Hey, bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang. money, give you today, you go call me police. Eh, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Eh, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Eh, bang bang. You got him banging now. Bang bang. You got him banging now. The way you fly, you did making my body the waka. If I take you for the night, will you show me the matter? Baby girl, I go give you money. When them say money no day, I go show you money. When them say money no day, je suis désolé. I'm telling my baby, je suis désolé. You know that I got you, wait no day. You know that I got you, wait no day. Je suis désolé. I'm telling my baby, say wait no day. You know that I got you, wait no day. You know that I got you, wait no day. Baby girl, I go give you money. Give you today, you go call me police. Hey, girl, I go give you money. Give you today, you go call me police. Hey, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Hey, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Hey, bang bang. You got him banging now. Bang bang. You got him banging now. If you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Hey, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me. Hey, bang bang. You got him banging now. Bang bang. You got him banging now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never live in paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm in hometown. We just want to show some love. Some love. Some love. My most precious thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love.
Good morning, you are watching KCBS TV, the Kumba City Broadcasting Service. This is Early Captions. I am Ace Julius Fossong. Today I'm joined by an old name in the house, an old professionalist, journalist, a man who knows his name, a man whose name rings a bell. He is the publisher and editor of the detective newspaper, Ndengu Francis Appiah. Welcome to KCBS this morning.
Thanks very much. Pleased to meet you.
Today we're going to go through a couple of papers at the beginning of the week.
As usual.
Yeah, we'll begin with the Guardian Post. The Guardian Post says Anglophones at CRTV are boiling. They're disappointed. Out of 17 operational directors, there is no single Anglophone. What's your take on that?
Well, for me, that's not news. We're living in injustice, and which is what has put us into this dilemma today. Otherwise, it's difficult to understand that out of 17, even if there were 5.
In the heart of the Anglophone problem, with all the tension we are going through.
This is when they should even have tilted favor to Anglophones as a way of solving the crisis.
CRTV is supposed to reflect the national color. I think the national ideals of bilingualism, multiculturalism, as they call it.
Everything, of course, that's what they're supposed to epitomize.
So there are 17 operators, or they call them operational directors,
and
who
they do
actually
it
have
shamelessly,
no
without
single
thought.
Anglophone.
Yes, without thought. And they don't want us to say anything. It's normal. Let's go ahead.
That is sad. So, which means, do you think it is deliberate to annoy people, or the person is not aware or is insensitive to what is going on in the country today?
No, but you know, it's a culture. If you imagine that in the heart of a crisis, about 2-3 months ago, 80% of our entries into ENAM were Betty.
From one region. From one
ethnic group, out of 35 ethnic groups. So this case is not even as newsworthy as many others. It's just it's a normalcy in Cameroon. Elsewhere, it was an abomination.
That was the main That was what made news, what struck attention in the Guardian Post today. We'll move to the Herald newspaper.
Yes.
The Herald newspaper talking about COVID-19 vaccines. Journalists have strategized on sending out the right information. You know, a lot of misinformation is going out about the vaccine, and a lot of people get scared. So the journalists have met, and I'm trying to strategize on sending out right info.
Yeah, but that's what journalists should do. We should not be simply publishing falsehood. And in a corrupt landscape like this, journalists have a problem because some of those who want to do the right thing, publish the truth, the facts as they are subject to, intimidation, sometimes arrest.
So at the level of the detective newspaper, what have you done to ensure that what people read is factual and not emotional, not gombois, not linked to some gombo?
Those who are following my newspaper from 1991 up to when I stopped publishing about 6 months ago because of hard circumstances will know that I don't take chances with facts.
Okay.
Yes, I don't take chances with facts. That's why in the days of a semi-murder trial, when they wanted to adulterate things, I put it straight. And Banamba Aja, who is at the presidency today, said, "Is that the man called Ndengu Francis Appiah?" They identified the detective with truisms. 12 editions were in their keeping when they came for his mother trial.
Okay.
And she gave me 40,000 francs.
Where's my money?
No, that was long ago. And she gave me a hand. Said, that's journalism.
Keep any
said the rest of newspapers have been bought by some people.
I didn't keep any for apologize unfair.
So that's the training I had. I didn't train in Lagos to come and start relaying falsehood.
Also in the Herald newspaper, they said Northwest CPDM elites paid tribute to Achidatu, the former Prime Minister.
That's legitimate. That's legitimate. He deserves it. I think that Achidatu performed relatively well, comparatively better than most, state officials. I had the opportunity of meeting him in the office, and I was amazed with the treatment he gave us. I don't want to isolate my case. There are many cases.
And you say he was a humble person.
Yeah, yes, of course. Even in his farm in the Northwest, meet him there, and he's so submissive, surprisingly submissive. The former Prime Minister, and he goes down and I remember, I know your name. Yes, and so that is it. So there's every reason for a man like that to be respected.
Okay. Yes. And also in the Herald, we just learned that CBC Health Services launches 2 giant projects for persons with disabilities. I love such news. A lot of these were almost abandoned.
So who launched?
CBC Health Services.
Okay, yeah, but that intervention.
Most of these people have been, a lot of people live with disabilities in the country. They are mostly abandoned. I don't know why.
Yeah, but well, you wouldn't be surprised.
And we have a Ministry of Social Welfare which should be doing that better. I don't know.
Well, how many ministries actually take care?
It's politics.
Follow their ethics today.
I mean, that's a good question.
Ordinarily, it should be humane.
There should be even people that should even have more focus.
Yes. Like they were talking about. Mr. Tuwa was talking about what they have tomorrow. That's what you should do to the community. If you are going to dare into an amber den.
Yeah, and there's something I tried to pick from Mr. Itue's comment. Interestingly, if you call a public talk where people can be educated and get all that information, young people don't come. If you don't put item 11 drinking, which is very bad, they don't come for information.
Yes, well, and like he said, Mr. Itue said, young people are carefree. Most of them are carefree.
Most people don't know how to write the job application.
Yes. But they want money. They want to make money.
And it's something you talk about. People don't know to differentiate between an application and a motivation. They don't know the difference. But if you go to structure seminar, it's for free and you don't pay anything.
And they don't want to learn.
Yeah.
Even when opportunities are open to them.
They don't want to learn. Let's hope the paradigm will change somehow.
Yeah, someday.
We'll delve now to the Median newspaper. We all live in Kumba. One night, the Median newspaper, all live in Kumba. You know what happened? Prince Emmanuel Mukete went and locked the palace that the Traditional Council meeting hall that it belongs to his father. And so this man, an angry response from the Kumba Traditional Council that what it did is primitive and naive and shameful.
Yes, I've heard that even from Ndokumikete.
Yeah.
Even as late as yesterday, I was with him at the party house where we normally sit on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we evoked that subject. And we were still bitter about it.
Yeah.
But in the heart of the Mokete Empire, there is something that is not really working.
Okay.
And that is one aspect. If somebody wants to use that house thing now to evoke a situation. So I think that you will hear more. Because I've talked with, I've interviewed Mokete.
On that?
Yes, on that.
Now it has developed, so I want to go more as a developer. Of course, officially, we can't delve until it's developed. We're at a level of the house being locked by certain Emmanuel Mokete who claims that it belongs to his father.
Yeah,
that will cause us for now. But our comment today is a reaction from the traditional council, which is that is shameful and primitive.
Yes.
They are not supposed to do that.
Ndoki said that place doesn't belong to. That Emmanuel Mokete's father was the chief before
Yeah.
Mokete just died.
Yeah, okay.
And that Ndoki's statement, he had no such property.
So it's not as he claimed that it belongs to his father.
That's what I learned yesterday. But it doesn't end the investigation.
Yeah, we'll see how far the traditional council or the Bafokbo themselves will talk about that.
Yeah, sure.
Also in the Median, the Nguti divisional officer escapes death when Amber attacked his car. He didn't die. It just shows how volatile that area still is.
Yes, of course, as late as maybe 4 or 5 days ago, word came to the effect that there was an attack by, Amber fighters on a group of people.
Okay.
Well, for the first time I've heard that one of those possible victims or near victims is the DO. I didn't hear it before.
No, they actually shot his car.
Okay.
But they didn't get him.
That I didn't know. But that wouldn't be news because many cars have been shot like that and the shooting keeps going on.
Keeps going on.
Yes, you will not be surprised.
So until they solve the problem, they will keep.
Yes, but don't be surprised before the day ends to hear that another car has been shot. Do you know what happened last night? We cannot say.
We'll get it later.
We'll just got it, so.
And the Median also looks into the Anglophone problem. They said the point is there's lack of leadership in the Northwest and Southwest. It's like the Anglophone themselves are not the forefront talking about the Anglophone crisis. That's why it's not going nowhere else. These people think in the media. There's no leadership.
Yeah, those who claim to be leaders or are supposed to be leaders are actually those who are in the core of the system, in the heart of the system. So they cannot be accepted as leaders on the ground.
Okay.
You see, because identify with enemies in quote.
Okay.
So it's difficult for them to really influence the local population.
Because they are viewed with suspicion.
Yes, they are viewed with suspicion. So
Mr. It was even just in some time ago that when he goes to certain villages, they even suspect him,
yes,
that maybe he's a spy. It's not easy.
And
in of
the areas he identified curiously are Roko villages, and he's Roko.
Yeah.
When you hear it's a concrete Roko name.
And they suspect him also.
And then he will speak the dialect.
And then they will see suspect him.
Even as I'm Southwest, because I'm not able to speak Roko.
No. Okay. Well, that was for the major. And let's move now to the Post newspaper. Is the last paper we'll take today.
Yes.
Post newspaper.
So what's up?
As government they say government robs Northwest most vulnerable of free medical assistance as they suspend the activities of Doctors Without Borders in the Northwest region.
But, boss, I was amazed that Doctors Without Borders, I think that without even favoring anybody, Doctors Without Borders have proven to be sitting on the fence, watching left and right, and they do their work well. For anybody to suspect them of a tilt towards left or right is unacceptable.
But
I'm not saying that they are perfect.
They are always maybe always treating Amber fighters. They go to a bush attack and come and get free treatment and go. That's what the government said. They are conniving with them. I don't know.
But their job is to treat anybody who is vulnerable.
Yeah, I don't think they ask you, are you Amber? Are you? I mean, it doesn't concern them.
Those questions don't have to come up. The important thing is for you to treat whoever is in a situation that requires urgent intervention. That's why they are there, and they don't carry corpses. They go for those who are injured.
I know they don't carry corpses.
Yes.
And they don't carry arms.
And you carry arms.
There is a logo, there is a sign on their car.
Yes.
A gun and a crossbar, which means you don't carry anybody with a gun.
Look at how fast they went to Konya about 8 months ago when there was an attack at the Ngolo Bolode.
Yeah.
They left here terrific speed. You know how the road is and their cars.
And move with no bulletproof, with no security. They just go everywhere like Red Cross. They
wait for you to get done with your shooting or whatever, and then they come. As soon as they landed, it was over, or there was something. They were on the way already. So that by the time the team was over, they were there, and they rescued the SDO driver.
Because even during the Second World War, Red Cross vehicles were not attacked. I'm surprised that they will actually come and stop Doctors Without Borders, people who know how to help people who are down.
But you know that also it doesn't augur well for the state.
Okay.
Yes, because if you attack those people, it's like the other NGOs which are on these refugees and all of it. You don't play with them. They are on a special mission here. We didn't see them year before. So that is it.
Also, they said Cameroon MPs have been called to be human rights crusaders. How realistic is that?
Did they have to call them to be human rights crusaders? An MP is
elected to defend his constituency by
orientated.
Yeah.
You don't get an extra call to go to the grass to save the people. You must descend there all the time. Go there and see what's happening on the ground.
I wonder there was a seminar to tell nurses to care for patients in hospital. Why do you go to be a nurse when you cannot care for?
If I had to reframe that headline, I would have said MPs are reminded of their responsibilities.
You are not called to be, because that's what they are supposed to be actually.
Yeah. Mr. Tuawe, right?
Yeah. It's quite interesting. And also hearing that the Ngabo people, the Ngabo court, or those who were suspected of having carried out this Ngabo massacre, that they have pleaded not guilty.
Ngabo.
Yeah.
If you were the one, would you admit guilt? Huh? You admit guilt. When the procedure goes or the trial goes on, that's when you discover whether someone is guilty or not. There's nobody has been there and admitted guilt immediately. So that's really no news.
Okay, Mr. I'll call him friend.
Yes, brother.
And then go Francis Appiah, publisher of the detective newspaper. It was nice having you on KCBS Early Caption this morning.
Yes, pleased to meet you.
Thanks for your service.
You have to get Mr. Itue's wife to come here once in a while for the press review. well, granted, provided she has given my man breakfast. They are just here. I know he took this. He took this. They should be coming here, not then go all the time. Once in a while, we call her for early captions.
And don't forget that Mr. Itueh just parked not far from here.
No.
He didn't come on foot like.
No. I not me. If I had a car, I walk from my house to this place.
He parked. Favorite viewers of KCBS, was nice watching you. That's what we had this morning for Early Captions.
Because he used to a car, otherwise he would just take this truck and go to. I know they are residents.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the coming to live this morning. Yeah. That's what we had this morning for Early Caption. It was nice you watching. Good morning, kids, and continue to stay glued to KCBS TV programs. Bye-bye.
It's tomorrow another day.
Sponsorship and publicity. KCBS TV can be reached on +237 677 175987 +237 675 794636. Email info@kcbstv.net.
The ICT University in Yaoundé, Cameroon, leading trends in digital technology that offers online and on-site learning at bachelor's, master's and PhD, is currently accepting applications for the summer semester beginning in July, fall semester in October and spring semester in March. This great university offers American standard degrees and certificates in the following disciplines: ICT, Business Management and Sustainable Development, International MBA, Accounting Information Technology, Software Engineering, Information Systems and Networking, Computer Science, Renewable Energy, Banking and Finance, Science of Education, a joint Master's PhD degree in Public Health, Cisco and Microsoft certification programs. Contact 651-060-049 or 678-764-037 or visit the website www.ictuniversity.org for details.
Top money, use hard, and I'm here, monster. See a big dough like her.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. Thank you for watching as always. Let's welcome our next guest. He is a video editor and he is Captain Derek, aka Flames. Hello, good morning. Flames.
Morning.
How are you doing?
No, I'm fine, and you?
So I'm okay, thank you. We are happy to have you here, and good morning, K-Town.
Yeah, I'm very
But
very
tell
happy.
me about this, your name, Flames. You know, I like to get into these AKAs, and they always have good stories. Tell me something short about it.
Yeah, no, the name Flames came when I was editing a movie project.
Okay.
So I had to pull up an effect, and when I did it, one of my colleagues was standing behind me. Yes, it's an effect that he has been struggling to do for a while, but he was unable. So when I did it, and he shouted, "Hey, boy, the Flames!" That's how the name came about.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a very nice story.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's begin with when and how you learned editing.
Okay. My editing skills, I got my basics right here in Kumba.
Okay.
Yes, that was 2014, 2015.
Okay.
From Elimando Graphics, Bongo Road, Kumba.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it still existing?
Yes.
Okay.
But right now it's in Boya.
Okay.
So he gave me the basics, and later on I went to Douala. I worked with Shamak Aramaji of Brain Films for like a year.
Okay.
Yes, that's how I got my
You
skills.
amassed another set of skills from them.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So that's it. Then all the rest I did myself.
Okay.
Study myself, work myself.
Wow, that's good, because you have to explore some other things. The programs are there. When you meet a new program, you have to explore, right?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to expand.
Okay. So what exactly do you edit? Just movies, or what else besides movies?
No, I do a lot when it comes to editing, not only movies.
Okay.
I also do video clips. I do commercials.
Oh, right. Wow,
Yeah.
that's good. All right. So what's the major difference between editing a movie and a video, for instance?
Okay,
a
yeah.
music video.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. The main aspect is the time. Movie takes a lot of time. Yeah, while video clips, they take a shorter period. And music videos, they have a formula, while movies don't have a formula at all.
Okay.
Yeah, for instance, if it's rap, you see rap needs strobe effect, it needs flames, meaning they are having a pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to movies, there's no pattern. Yes, you walk in line with the story.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So what are some of the challenges that you face in your work as an editor?
Most of the challenges, I would say, number one is time. Yes, editing needs a lot of time.
Okay.
It needs patience. So you are going to let go of a lot of things just to do your editing perfectly. Yes, that's the number one challenge. And the number two is the finance. Editing is quite expensive.
Okay.
For instance, like the softwares, for you to have a professional software, yes, even if you are taking from a colleague or you want to buy online, they are very, very expensive.
Yeah. But do people really, what about the customers, people you edit for, do they pay you in such a way that you feel like, wow, this is a good job?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's when you have gone to an extent.
Okay.
Yes, because if you are just beginning, nobody wants to pay you when you are just beginning.
I know.
Yes. So when you have gotten to that level, that's when they will say, no, this person is good, so we can pay him to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So are there people you're training at the moment?
Yes, I have 4 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 4 people who are studying or who are learning editing from me.
That's good.
Yeah.
So are there women among these people?
No, there's no lady inside. There's no lady inside. Yeah.
Why do you think? Why? But have you ever trained a female editor?
There was one who came one time, but she never stayed up to a month.
Yeah. That she was so smart that she learned everything fast.
No, she had to abandon it and go. She left without grabbing anything.
Why?
Maybe because editing is so technical, and she thought as an actor she can also edit, whereas she's not that technical. She's not more of a technical person. Yeah. So that's it. That's why she left, and she never had the time to put in the editing. Yeah, because editing needs time. So she was not having the time. She was not patient. Yeah, she just want to know everything at once, and she was saying like, "Oh, Captain, this thing is very, very difficult. I will not be able to do it. It's very, very difficult," and she left.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So but I just wanted to. Is it possible for women to learn editing?
Yes, it's possible. Very, very possible for women to learn editing. especially the ones that are devoted.
Yeah, that is about devoted.
Yes, being devoted.
How much commitment you're willing to give.
Yeah, that's it.
And the interest as well, because I do a little bit of editing.
Okay.
Because I'm interested in it and I love it. It's part of my job.
Yeah.
So women should not feel like it's not a woman's thing. It's a woman's thing. It should just be something that you want to learn and you're interested in. So you have to give that message across.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah. That's just it. Women can also do edit. In as much as you have the time to put in.
Yeah, and the interest.
Yes, I need to love it. You just need to love it because it's sometimes boring. Yes, you see yourself working on the same thing over and over and over and over again.
I know.
Yes, especially when it comes to movies. You see, you're working on this line. Maybe like the line is taking like 5 seconds. You can find yourself working on that 5-second line for the whole day. Yeah, so it becomes boring. You just need to love it. Then you can do it. Anybody can do it.
And have patience too.
Yes, patience.
Yeah, if not, you're going to drop the computer and move away.
Yeah. Just like the other lady. She got angry like, Flames, this thing is taking too long. Yes. I thought it was something I would just learn for like a week because I gave her the basics. Yeah.
Okay. Trust me, she's going to come back to you because everything is interesting.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much you can do. You take videos and put together and you create something that's amazing. If you have the interest, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So besides being an editor of movies, have you ever thought about maybe getting into other aspects of movies like writing or even being in front of the camera to act and all that?
Yes, aside editing, I also do act.
Okay, you act.
Yes, but I'm not that good when it comes to acting. Why I'm saying so is because I have just a particular lane that I can play, or a particular role that I can take when it comes to movies.
Okay, which is that role?
Being myself.
Being yourself, or being yourself. So what is the role? Being an editor?
No, being that me portraying myself in a movie.
Okay, that's the only role you can act. That means you, as an actor, you're trying to say you cannot portray someone else.
Yes, I cannot adapt to some other roles which are not mine.
Therefore, acting it's not really your thing.
Yes, not my thing. So acting is not my thing. For example, if you give me a love role, I will not be able to take it. Yeah, because I'm not that into the aspect.
Okay. So
yes, but being myself, like the gangster side of me, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's nice to know. All right, people feel that, especially people who are not into the editing stuff, they actually feel like everything is possible with editing. Right? Yeah, because they feel like, for instance, you can be shooting something, they say, just leave it like that, the machine will remove it. Is it everything that the machine can remove?
Yeah, no, I thought that it's not everything that you can edit, because when it comes to special effects, for example, special effect needs a lot of concentration, and most of special effects are done live. Yeah, so when we're doing that statement came up when we're doing a movie. They say, master, you just wipe that here. I said, no, it's not everything that you can remove.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to do this one live and direct for it to be perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're editing with Sanctuary Films.
Yes.
And so, but if do you do work from other areas out of Sanctuary?
Yes.
Okay.
I work from everybody. Like right now, currently, I work with many churches.
Okay.
Yes, even some of the people who are learning editing from me.
Okay.
One is from Manfi.
Okay.
Restoration Ministries, Manfi.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. And the other one is also from another church here in Kumba.
Okay.
Yes, why the other two just want to study. They want to study.
All right.
So I work with many churches and many people as well.
Individuals who want to just have their work.
Yes, we just need their works done.
All right. All right, so give us the location of your studio and probably your phone number so that if people have work out there and they need an editor, they can get in touch with you.
Okay. My studio is located at Kramer Junction.
Okay.
Yes. When you get there, you see the Sanctuary Films.
Okay, Sanctuary Films.
Yes, Kramer Junction.
Okay.
And my contact 653 51 59 89.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. So are you working on any movie, editing any movie? Because I learned Sanctuary. Are you the one editing a Missing Ring?
Yes, I'm the one editing Missing Ring.
Oh, okay.
I'm editing Missing Ring.
I've heard a lot about Missing Ring, and I'm very excited to finally watch it. So as an editor, you know, I know much of the work is in your hands.
Yeah, that's true.
So when do you think we will be able to have Missing Ring on our screens to watch and enjoy?
No, Missing Ring should be on our screens maybe by Saturday latest.
Oh, really?
Yes,
So
because
soon?
the trailer is out already.
Oh my God! Then we
Yeah.
haven't had it. I haven't had it yet.
Yes.
Please, we should have missing in trailer here. In
Okay.
KCBS.
Okay.
It's very important. Oh wow! I was thinking like you're going to say like next month or something.
No,
Or next 2 months.
When it comes to editing, I always put in my all.
Yeah, to give the best.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be time conscious.
Yeah, that's just
once a
okay.
project is done, you have to just put it out there.
Yes, you need to put it out. And when there's an undone project, I do everything to make sure it's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Captain Derek, aka
Yeah.
Flames.
Yes,
Keep
ma'am.
flaming.
Yeah. Thank you
All right.
very much.
So I wish you all the best in your editing, and hopefully, when you also be editing the other project that's upcoming. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Devil's Mirror.
Devil's Mirror.
Yes. Devil's
Yeah.
Mirror.
That's where I want to show the techniques.
All right. That's
And I
good.
want to represent the name Flames.
Oh, really? Because there's a lot of special effects.
Yes,
You
a lot of
know,
special effects to be
okay.
done there.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right, so that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you too,
looking
ma'am.
forward to having you here some other time to update us on the work
Okay,
that you're
ma'am.
doing. If you want to organize training seminars and to encourage women, I like to encourage women.
Yeah.
To be part of it, just let me know, and we'll use this platform to sell that out.
Okay,
All right.
Thank you
very much. And you're ending the program this morning.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you too, ma'am.
All right, that's it. We've had our editor, Captain Derek, aka Flames. If you have your editing work, he's right here for you. You have his contact to contact him to do that. All right, I want to just thank all our guests for being here this morning. It's been a good program. We're wrapping up the program at this point in time. Many thanks to the editor of the technician rather of today's program, aka Dedon Nembo Rodrigue, aka Dedon. We want to thank the producer of the program, Eswa Julius Fonsong. We want to thank our cameraman, Jeff J, for being here. Many thanks to all those who are watching us on YouTube, those who follow us on YouTube. Keep following us. We thank you. You can send your information or any comments at info@kcbstv.net. We want to thank all our viewers abroad, those in Dubai, England, Ireland, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria, Swaziland, South Korea, Germany, Japan, United States, Equatorial Guinea, and India. Thank you so much for your commitment towards KCBS TV. My name is Christy Ijang. Join us again tomorrow for another edition. Until then, good morning, K-Town.
Wilie kumba, sambani nye basen akumbai.
Jitinye oba kumba, nicha bonkulu.
Baba no, beringa K-Town. Abefu K-Town.
Bachewi K-Town. No nangake.
Elela gbamu embwa Cameroon. Elela gbamu vana wakwe. Elela gbamu embwa ya kumba. Ne komi nyoraje. Elela gbamu.
Wachima kumba K-Town.
Ejere K-Town.
K-Town anintia.
Namatsu K-Town.
Na kona na gajiya mutane kumba duka